community, history.
We were supposed to do that.
Don't even remotely be satisfied.
Lifelong memories made with rivalries reborn year after year, like this year. Now the time has come for tickets to be punched and titles won.
Tag to hold. Yes! For the win! He got it!
Welcome to Champion.
You know, when it comes to winning the SWAC tournament, it's become old hat for Texas Southern. They've won it 3 straight seasons, looking to four-peat tonight. As for their opponent, the top seed in the SWAC tournament, Grambling. Do you know the Grambling State Tigers have never won the SWAC at all, looking to do it for the first time tonight. You're watching Champ Week, and it's presented by Principal. Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama. We've got ourselves a Tiger tussle as Grambling State takes on Texas Southern. Here's how both of these teams got to this championship game. As for the top seed, Grambling, they knocked off Bethune-Cookman in the semifinal. And for Texas Southern, the 3 seed, they knocked off Alabama A&M. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Custer alongside my partner, Richard Hendricks. And look, Richard, in life, there are 3 things that are certain: death, taxes, and when it comes to the SWAC tournament, Texas Southern's going to win it. It seems that's been the case here the past 3 years. But you got Grambling, who was the regular season champs, looking to win this thing for the first time in school history.
You're absolutely right. In Texas Southern, 3 straight SWAC tournament championship titles, but it's the Grambling titles who have been dominating in the regular season. Is this going to be the year that they're poised to take it home? We'll see. It's going to be 2 good teams, big-time matchup.
And we got 2 really good coaches. And you start with Texas Southern. How about Johnny? I mean, Johnny has done a phenomenal job there. Johnny Jones at Texas Southern won his 400th career game this past March, 100th career win at Texas Southern in February.
Well, Johnny Jones, a tremendous coach who's done an outstanding job at numerous stops. But here with Texas Southern, he's been able to turn his team up and get it going into tournament time. And here he is once again in the SWAC tournament final.
And when you talk about SWAC coaches, Dante Jackson has been the best. Why? He's won it. SWAC Coach of the Year, back-to-back seasons. He's done it a total of 3 times, but won it this year, won it last year as well.
Listen, Dante Jackson has to be considered one of the top coaches in the game. Every stop where he has been a winner. He has never finished in the bottom half of conference play, but if it's one thing that has eluded him, it's been the conference tournament title here in the SWAC.
Well, one of the things the coach told us today during their shoot-around is, yes, we have not won a conference tournament title at all, but we will tonight. This is a rematch of the conference championship game that we saw last year, and you saw Coach Jackson and his Grambling State Tigers came up just 3 points short of winning it.
Well, this is a team that's motivated and been motivated all season long. Big reason why they are the regular season champions, but this is a business-like team, and they don't talk much. They let all their talk happen out on the court.
This will be the 3rd meeting between Texas Southern and Grambling this season and this year. Both teams have won a game. Grambling State has won. Texas Southern has won. They had some shot clock issues here with the clock, but they said, you know what, they're going to keep track of the time there at the scorer's table, and that's how we're going to do it. We're going to tip it up. Grambling in the home white, Texas Southern in the traveling maroon.
Champion.
Our officials, Lucas Santos, Barack Ramanan, and Sean Seals.
Championship Saturday got a chance for a bid to get to the NCAA tournament. Two teams fighting, playing really good basketball right now, motivated and ready to get it done.
They're playing the time issue. Lucas Santos came over to tell us, shot clock issue. The timetable will keep the clock, and you'll hear the PA announcer winding down the clock for everybody in the arena, counting it off.
Championship game, even technical difficulties will not faze basketball players. They're ready to play. These are two hungry teams. They understand the stake, and these coaches know what's on the line. Won't be a factor.
Winner heads to the NCAA tournament. And it's the Texas Southern Tigers who control the tip.
See, both of these teams run really good offense, moving the ball around, trying to find a quality shot. And mainly, you'll see a lot of defense on both sides, turning defense into offense.
First jumper good from the baseline by Deion Stroud.
Beautiful shot, taking his time on the baseline with that pull-up J off of one bounce. Gets Texas Southern on the board.
As we take a look at the starters for Grambling, and the guy you need to keep your eye on is number 5, Michael Moten. As he goes, so goes the Grambling State Tigers.
He is a prolific guard who can fill up in so many ways.
They go inside, and Jonathan Aku lays it in.
Great passing, high-low pass. Aku getting behind his man and getting a good seal, catching it easy too.
Here's a look at the Tigers of Southern. Texas Southern, and Jonathan Cece is the guy who's certainly been smoking hot for them, especially during the tournament. Inside again, Aku blocked at the rim, but a foul.
Good feed there into the low post, evaded the pass as it was able to get inside to Aku. Threading the needle, but over the top, picking up the foul, Kenny Hunter.
Aku misses that first one. All tied up at 2 in the first half. SWAC championship again. These two teams met in the championship game last season, and it was Texas Southern that came out on top by 3. 1 of 2 by Aku.
Two of the top teams in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. An opportunity to battle again one more time for a championship and a bid for the NCAA tournament.
Get the ball to Cece. Here's Stroud. Five on the shot clock. P.J. Henry gets tripped up.
A really good defensive stand almost for Grambling State as they were sending the side pick and roll down. He caught a little bit of his foot as the drive was going to the basket, getting a piece of the body, drawing the foul.
They work it to the corner. Corner 3, splash, P.J. Henry.
Beautiful extra pass. P.J. Henry lining it up, getting that extra pass from Grayson Carter.
Henry got an ankle injury in the semifinal game. He had been limping. Here's Moten, gets the screen. Free, and it's good. Jordan Smith knocks it down.
Beautiful shot there by Jordan Smith, shaping up after the penetration. Beautiful pass, kicking it back out and knocking it down. Both of these teams are executing very well in their half-court sets.
Triple, no good. Rebound, Grambling. Pushing and going to the rim and getting rejected was Dozier. Back the other way comes Southern, and another block for the foul.
Wow. End-to-end action. Both of these teams trying to get out in transition, but it's been the defense on both ends in the rim protection. But for Grambling, coming up with the foul on the attempted shot block.
Deion Stroud will go to the line. Looked like he gave Aku a knee south of the border.
Yeah, Aku's had to shake it off a little bit. In a game of this magnitude, a championship level play, there's going to be some contact and physicality. It's just what you have to expect in the moment. You have to understand the mentality when it's all on the line. You have to give it all, whatever it is. There's no pain. You can't be tired. Coming in and playing a game after an extra day's rest.
1 point lead for the Tigers of Texas Southern. Again, shot clock issues, so the PA announcer is keeping count for everyone. Another three, and it's good again by Jordan Smith.
Back to that action, and Smith shaping up again. And a beautiful whip pass over the top, teeing it up from the top of the key. Cash money.
Stroud gets space, knocks down another baseline jumper.
That's just beautiful work right there by Deion Stroud. Individual action, getting into the mid-range shade. One bounce, pull up, knocking it down.
Moten gets the screen from Aku, turns the corner. Good time into Aku, who rocks the rim.
Wow. Aku with the hammer. But it's the execution that Grambling is having. They're running the screen roll with Aku and Moten. And when he was able to get a little penetration, they're popping up the forward. Smith for the three-point shot, back-to-back threes, but this time able to dime Aku, and he finished it off with the dunk.
Here's Stroud, he's been hot. Drives, flips it up and in.
Beautiful move by Deion Stroud. Getting downhill.
Treat the three in transition is no good. Tied up at 11. That pass knocked away, stolen by Grambling. Here's Dozier. Drive with the left hand and kisses it off the glass.
Beautiful balance and patience, concentration by Dozier, taking the contact and still able to find an angle on that layup.
First season for him at Grambling, led the team in scoring during the regular season, averaging 13 a game. Three, short by Henry. And here comes Grambling. Inside, Aku has his pocket pick. Inside, and laying it up and in is Kenny Hunter.
Kenny Hunter getting deep post position. Understood he had the mismatch on Dozier. Went right down up under the goal. Point blank, asked for the ball. Beautiful pinpoint pass. And a nice layup.
Back and forth we go. Jordan has a miss yet from three. This guy's red hot.
Wow. Jordan Smith on the roll and replace action that Grambling State goes to. Aku rolling to the basket. Smith replacing to the top of the key and knocking down another tray ball.
3-point lead for Grambling. That pass is stolen. Antoine Burnett rejected by Stroud. What a block.
Unbelievable.
Inside, Hunter. Rejected by Aku. It's a block party here in Birmingham.
The defensive work on both ends of the court at a high level.
Here's Jonathan Cece with 5, pulls with 4, knocks it down.
That's a tough basket right there by Jonathan Cece. Crossing over, spinning, keeping his balance, stepping through. The beautiful mid-range game. This is exactly the pace you want to see in a championship level team. Blow for blow, both teams going at it, executing the half-court set. They know that both teams are high quality from the defensive end. The execution on the offensive end has been at a high level.
Moten kicks it out, another 3, and it's good. That's Antoine Burnett. He's the Swiss Army knife for Grambling, does everything for him.
And that was created off that dribble penetration by Moten, getting a piece of the paint. Burnett lining up from the outside and knocking it down.
4-point lead for Grambling. Cece turns the corner, drops it off the Hunter, and he's fouled. Jordan Smith has not missed. 3 for 3 from distance.
Well, both of these teams are executing their offense into a tee, but this screen roll and replace action for Grambling has been money, and Jordan Smith has been cash.
SWAC championship game, Texas Southern and Grambling. Listen, look at the last 3 meetings. You know this game is going to be close. So far, we've had 5 ties, 5 lead changes here.
Well, every time these two teams get together, it's a championship-level ball game. With these two great head coaches and how they game plan for each other, they know that they have to be prepared for every single possession. You cannot take a possession off against these two teams and allow anyone to get on a run. So you see the executions, you see the adjustments, and both of these teams have started off in the right direction.
So here's Kenny Hunter. Richard Jr., Louisiana Tech transfer. First one rattles in and out. Young man's out of Shreveport and led the team. In fact, he was second in the SWAC in block shots. Missed them both.
In a game of this magnitude, leaving easy points on the board will definitely be something that can come back and potentially bite both of these teams.
Mikael Stevenson, Jalen Johnson have checked in for Grambling. Here's Jordan Smith, who hasn't missed from 3 yet. Skip pass. Todd Mumford over in the corner, and the 3 is good by Stevenson.
Great shot there by Mikael Stevenson. Spotted up, hands ready, knees bent. Ball went right in the shooting pocket, ready to shoot it, and Stevenson does the rest.
Grambling is smoking hot from 3, 5 of 6, shooting 83% from beyond the arc. And Stroud will go to the line. No matter who's guarding him, they got their hands full with him.
Mumford a little bit too aggressive coming off that curl, too close to the body, getting a little bit of coaching right now from Coach Jackson. Understanding you have to contest, but contest cleanly without fouling. And we got a good game here in Birmingham, Alabama.
You're watching ESPN's Champ Week. It is presented by Principal. We're in Birmingham, Alabama. They call this place the Magic City. It's the SWAC championship game. Got a Tiger tussle. Grambling taking on Texas Southern. Brian Custer alongside Richard Hendricks. This is a great game. So far, 5 lead changes, 5 ties. Both of these teams going back and forth. And right now, you look it up, Grambling with the lead.
Well, these are 2 really good defensive teams, but it's been the offensive execution by both of these teams that has this game the way it is, particularly with Grambling. Talk about shooting over 73% right now from the field and knocking down threes, doing an outstanding job of running their offense.
You talked about the 3-point shooting, and boy, Grambling's been filling it up. 5 of 6, 83% from beyond the arc here in the first half.
Where they're getting it done with this action that they're running with Moulton and Aku on the screen roll, but it's the roll and replace. And then you have the pick and pop, getting open on the outside. The dribble penetration gets player shooters open in the outside, and they're catching the ball in the shooting pocket and knocking it down.
Well, you can see what Grambling has done, and their head coach, Dante Jackson, second straight year, he's been the SWAC Coach of the Year. And right now, Jordan Smith of Grambling, 9 points. He's 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. And for Texas Southern, how about Stroud, who's going to the line now? He's got 8 points. He's perfect from the field as well as his head coach, Johnny Jones, looks on.
For good reason. You see that Dante Jackson is a 3-time Coach of the Year. The way that his team is dialing up these offensive sets with the roll and replace, and Jordan Smith knocking down the threes from the outside. This is a battle that you have two proven head coaches that are winners laying it all on the line.
Texas Southern has won the SWAC championship game 3 straight seasons. They punched their ticket to the NCAA tournament. Grambling has never won the SWAC tournament.
Well, Grambling has dominated the regular season the last 2 years, winning the regular season with the SWAC. We're talking to head coach Dante Jackson. This is the year that they're motivated to get it done in the tournament.
Smith misses that jumper. Foul on the floor, and it's going to be on Texas Southern. That's going to be on Deion Stroud.
A little too physical on the box out. But a baseline out-of-bounds opportunity in a game of this magnitude will be so critical. Grambling been running good at sets. First opportunity to see if they can get a clean one on the baseline out-of-bounds.
We had Smith coming off that pick. Dozier, good dime, and laying it up and in, rolling to the basket is Jalen Johnson.
And that's the pick your poison right there. They've been setting them up all game long with Jordan Smith popping every single time. Put the defender in limbo. That time, hit the dime on the roller. And Johnson with the easy deuce.
Biggest lead of the game for Grambling. CC. Shot no good. Tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Texas Southern.
The execution, it's been the screen roll and replace, but this time it's the roll man as the defender gets caught in limbo, looking for Johnson, for Smith to go to the top of the key for the 3, but this time Jalen Johnson with the slip and the easy layup.
CC fading. Shot no good. Rebound Grambling.
High degree of difficulty shot there by CC. He can make those, but you want to get something a little bit closer to the basket with an 8-point deficit.
Smith couldn't handle it. Turnover. Here comes Texas Southern. CC trailing. Now driving. He'll kick it back out.
Grambling State trying to send down all side pick and rolls. Now allowing Texas Southern to get to the middle of the court in their screen roll action.
Kenny Hunter knocks down the jumper.
Beautiful shot right there by Kenny Hunter. Stepping back after the ball screen was rejected. Knocking down the soft elbow J with the contest.
Lead is 6. Under 10 minutes until the half. Grambling looking for their first SWAC tournament title championship. Smith driving, scoring.
Beautiful play. Jordan Smith feeling it. The same action, the roll and replace and skip that time. Coming to the top of the key. Texas Southern does a much better job of closing out. But Smith putting it on the deck and taking it all the way to the rack.
Jordan Smith, first player in double figures. He's got 11. Here's Weisinger to Stroud. He's got 3 on the shot clock and a push.
It's been 2 times for Grambling State that they've been so aggressive defensively that they're over-aggressive leading to easy fouls. But Smith reading the situation on the closeout, putting it on the deck, and adjusting that ball in the middle of the air, getting back to his right hand. The beautiful layup.
Smith with 11. Only player in double figures, averages 9 on the season. On his shot clock. P.J. Henry's in trouble. Now 3. Throws it away. And making a pay is Grambling. Shahad Mumford throws it down, and a timeout by Texas Southern.
Texas Southern taking a timeout, but it's due to the defense leading to offense by the Grambling Tigers, getting out in passing lanes and throwing it ahead. Shahad Mumford with the flush.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team. And McDonald's. SWAC championship game. Texas Southern, they've won it 3 straight years. Trying to 4-peat, taking on Grambling. Grambling up by 10. They've got 7 players who've scored thus far, Grambling does.
Well, the depth of this Grambling State team, 4 players averaging over double figures in conference play, showing their strength so far early on in this game. Their ability to move the ball around the court, execute in the half court, make the extra pass and share it. And when they finish so efficiently, shooting the ball from a tremendous clip in this game, over 73%, 5 for 6 from the three-point line. It's pick your poison on the defensive end if you're Texas Southern.
They go into the post. They kick it back out. Burnett open for 3.
Rare miss for Grambling. Getting a clean look for Burnett.
Wide open 3, top of the key, too strong by Xavier Ball. It will stay with the Tigers in Texas Southern. Jordan Smith will check back in. Jalen Johnson will have a seat for Grambling.
It's a big possession right here early on in the game for Texas Southern. You're down 10. You got an opportunity on the baseline out of bounds to execute. The momentum is not headed your way. You need to execute and get a clean.
A little up and under by Jalen Weisinger, no good. And right now, Texas Southern hasn't scored in over 2 minutes.
It's the defense of Grambling. They're doing an outstanding job of not allowing Texas Southern to get into the middle of the court. And defensively, on the one-on-one situations, they're moving their feet, making it very hard for dribble penetrations just on the one-on-one effort.
Here's Henry. Good dime. Inside. Shot blocked. Grayson Carter went up. Had his shot rejected.
Aku with the verticality, leading him at the apex. But sending those ball screens down to the side, Grambling is every single time, not allowing Texas Southern to turn the corner off of the ball screens. So they're trying to get a piece. You have to do a much better job of being decisive if you're Texas Southern when you're trying to get into your pick and roll action. If you don't have it and you're not able to get into the middle of the court by way of dribbling, you can do it off the pass. Kenny Hunter was able to knock down a mid-range J earlier in the game. They have to make the adjustment.
Here's the handoff. Turning the corner and scoring is Mikhail Stevenson, and Grambling is now on a 14-3 run.
And he was able to do it with that hesitation dribble. He got around the elbow, paused for a split second, turned the corner, had the easy deuce.
Coach Dante Jackson looked up at his crowd and told him, get up, cheer us on.
Dante Jackson knows the importance of this game. Locked in from the opening tip.
Weisinger again with the little up and under, got him in the air, and he'll go to the line.
Crafty move there by Jalen Weisinger. Pivoting, rotating around. Smith not able to keep his discipline, jumping up, leaving his feet, giving Weisinger an easy opportunity to draw a foul and go to the line.
Hey, we'll cap off Champ Week tomorrow. 2 more championship games on ESPN and the app. Got the SEC title game. That's at 1 Eastern, noon Central. Florida takes on Auburn. And then the final automatic tourney ticket will be punched by the winner of the American Championship game between Temple and UAB.
2 really good games right there as Florida is playing some high-level basketball in the SEC tournament. 4 guards can go just as good as anyone, as well as Tyrese Samuels, but he'll have his hands full with Janai Broome and Jaden Williams of the Auburn Tigers.
What do you think they're going to do in the tournament?
Oh, man. I hope they do something. I know that much. But listen, you know, hey, this is a different time of basketball now. In this NCAA tournament field, it's not shocking to see any upsets. You see last season with the #1 seed Purdue going down by Fairleigh Dickinson in the open round. The transfer portal has changed a lot of things.
And how about Kentavious Dozier changing things from 3?
And one thing he's not changing is the intensity that Grambling has, and you can see it with head coach Dante Jackson inspiring his team to sit down defensively.
Stroud from the corner and knocks down the 3.
And that's a huge shot right there by Deion Stroud. Texas Southern has struggled to get quality looks, but when you get one, Stroud takes the opportunity and knocks it down.
Stroud is perfect from the field. He is 4 of 4. 12 points he has for Texas Southern.
Well, he's stepping up in the big moments. He understands what's on the line here. His team's down by 11 in the first half. You got to make some plays.
Dozier's shot short. Under 5 minutes until the half. Weisinger turns the corner, rejected. And they call goaltending.
Good job there by Jalen Weisinger. Understanding the situation after the missed shot. Getting down in transition on the counterattack. But if you're Smith, you have to have more discipline and not try to block that shot that's going off the glass. That potentially could have easily hit the rim and come off. In a championship level game is when you have to be focused on every single possession, because you never know what it's going to come down to.
Dozier, the dribble handoff, tried to get it inside to Aku. Turnover.
Texas Southern doing a pretty good job on the adjustment right there. The pet play of Grambling, the screen and roll and replace, has been picking them apart. They made a better adjustment that time, stayed at home, forced the turnover.
Henry. Give it to Deion Stroud, who's been perfect from the field. I just keep the ball in his hand and let him go to work. He's got 5 on the shot clock. Nearly lost it. 1, and it's a shot clock violation on the Tigers.
Good discipline there by Jordan Smith on the defensive end. But it's been Texas Southern who has started to make a little bit of surge and getting it done, trying to get back in the SWAC championship.
SWAC championship game, and it's Grambling on top of Texas Southern. And again, Grambling looking for their first ever tournament championship title. 0 for 46. That's hard to believe.
Wow.
Hard to believe.
In a storied program that has produced some players to the likes of Willis Reed, NBA Hall of Famer, to never win the SWAC tournament. But I'll tell you one thing, you talk to head coach Dante Jackson, and he is motivated to believe that today is the day.
He did say that. He did say that. He said, we have not won it, but we will win our first tonight.
You got to love the confidence. And that's exactly the type of leadership that you want to have from your head coach. Headed in right before the break. The officials will review the last shot block and actually ruled it that it was a clean block as it did not hit the board first. So the goaltend that was called will be reversed, and the 2 points that was awarded to Texas Southern will be taken off the board.
You saw Jordan Smith, he was imploring Coach Jackson to review it. So he was right. They take the 2 points off. Lead is 11. Under 4 minutes to play.
And that's going to be a big possession, and Jordan Smith understands that in a championship game, you have to have your mind locked in to every moment.
Smitty's got the rock now. Goes flying at the rim, and he'll go to the line.
It's a hard tumble. After driving hard to the basket. Smith looks to shake some things off, but gets himself back to the line. Try to shoot for two and increase this Grambling lead.
First time at the line for him. He's got 11. Hey, here's our next ABC NBA Sunday Showcase doubleheader. You got KD, Devin Book, the Suns, take on Giannis and the Bucks. That's at 1 Eastern. And then you got the Dallas Mavs. Luka, he's back. They host Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets. Coverage begins NBA Countdown, 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time.
A little bit of Luka magic.
Yes, Luka had a little hamstring issue, but back for Dallas. Oh, stolen by Aku. Burnett thought about it. And they'll reset. Moten. Smith. And you don't want to foul a three-point shooter.
Once again, it's been the theme all night long on the offensive set from the opening tip. When they go ball screen action in the middle of the court with Aku and Moten, you have the dribble drive, then the replace coming to the top of Smith. If you're Texas Southern, you have to do a much better job of communicating about how you're going to guard it. Many ways in which that you can stop that, but the adjustment has to be made because Grambling has been able to pick this defense apart by either hitting the diver with Aku or dropping it back off to Smith, who's going to make you pay.
Biggest lead of the night for Grambling.
The fortunate thing for Texas Southern, and maybe even more so fortunate for Grambling, is that Moten hadn't gotten off in that set. He has an option to come off that ball screen, and he's a threat himself. He's been playing the role as a facilitator in this game early on. But as the play starts to open up without the adjustments, you have to make sure you're guarding and taking away all of the options.
3 for 3 is Jordan Smith. Now it's 16. Under 3 minutes until the half. Weisinger, the triple, off. Texas Southern comes up with the loose ball, though.
Really good defense by Grambling, sitting down, all 5 guys connected down in a stance, sending the ball to the side once again.
Weisinger, the land of trees, throws it away. Aku has it. Corner, Burnett, the triple, no good.
Great recognition once again by Aku, catching that ball in the middle of the paint on that short roll and kicked it out to the 3, just not able to knock it down. But the defense for Grambling, what they're able to do, not allowing Texas Southern to get to the middle of the court, and when they're able to do so, they converge on the ball and they're able to turn their defense to offense. The game plan of head coach Dante Jackson is working to a T. The adjustment has to be made by Texas Southern. if you're CC hitting the ball, coming to the middle of the court, you have to be more decisive coming off your ball screen action. You cannot move slow. Have to move quickly to either beat the middle pick and roll or get it out of your hands and pass it back to the top of the key and reverse the ball.
Here's CC now, gets in the painted area. That jumper's no good. Rebound Smith. Under 2 minutes until the half. Grambling up by 16.
And looking to add to this lead with another long offensive set.
High pass. Long three. No good by Stevenson. And here comes the Tigers of Texas Southern. Driving, pulling up, and banking it home is good. Hopefully he called bank.
Listen, in a championship game, it doesn't matter if you called it or not, because it's all going to count. Zaire Hayes was able to get one drop. That was just an individual effort on his part to be able to get that basket, but really good defense once again by Grambling. Didn't fall in love with that last possession there by Smith, but back on the other end with Texas Southern, this is an individual play. Zaire Hayes just taking his man, and he finds the bucket off the glass.
Turning the corner, Stevenson. Burnett in the corner, knocks down the triple.
Beautiful basketball. Absolutely beautiful, and the Grambling bench is loving it. It's the extra pass on every single possession, moving the ball around the horn, executing to a tee, coming off of these ball screens, and then knocking down the shot when you get freed up.
Grambling is 7 of 11 from 3. They are shooting 63% from distance. 10 seconds until the half. CC. Open three. Hayes, too strong. Grambling is 20 minutes away from their first ever berth to the NCAA tournament and SWAC championship.
This Grambling team is definitely hungry, playing an outstanding job in the first half. 63% from 3 and shooting 56 overall. And for me, the leading scorer, Moten, has not even got on the scoreboard, but it's the 6 assists that he has for this team, facilitating the extra passes, moving it around and knocking it down where they get it. Man, a good one in the SWAC championship.
You're watching ESPN Champ Week. It is presented by Principal. SWAC championship game here in Birmingham, Alabama. And it is Grambling with a 41-24 lead over Texas Southern. Brian Custer, Richard Hendricks here. And, you know, you look at the first half, and Grambling shooting over 50% from the field, over 60% from 3.
Well, they've done a tremendous job of executing the half-court set, and the beautiful execution is the main reason that they find themselves wide open. And when you're wide open, you'll knock them down.
And they've certainly done that, especially from distance. 64% they are from beyond the arc.
Well, they move the extra pass, and they have a pet play that they're running. When they run that screen roll action with the roll and replace to the top of the key, they've been able to capitalize all night long. It's been Moten getting into the action with Aku, but you see right there, Smith rising to the three-point line. But it's not only what they're able to do with the penetration to the outside, they can pick you apart by dropping it off on the interior. Once again, there's the screen roll action. The roller dives to the basket. It's pick your poison for Texas Southern. And Grambling has done a really good job. Texas Southern will have to make the adjustment in the second half to that middle pick and roll, screen and replace action that Grambling is running that has them a 17-point lead to start the second half in the SWAC championship.
This is a repeat as you take a look at the first half stats of last year's SWAC title game. But it was Texas Southern who won it by 3. Texas Southern has won the SWAC tournament 3 straight years in a row. They're trying to four-peat tonight. Meanwhile, Grambling trying to win the SWAC for the first time ever, and for the first time in school history, punch a ticket to the NCAA tournament.
Well, head coach Johnny Jones really gets his team playing well in tournament time, but it's Dante Jackson that has all the motivation to get his team to the next level in the NCAA tournament. They have played tremendous basketball all season long in the regular season, and in the last year as they were the 2-time back-to-back regular season champs in the SWAC conference, but they have been able to find their stride in tournament play as the conference championship has eluded them, but they found themselves now 1/2 away from getting to the big dance.
Contavious Dozier at the line. All SWAC first team. This is his first season, too, with Grambling. Led the squad in scoring during the regular season with 13. Averaging 13 a game.
Strong body guard, can get downhill, can create defense and turn it into offense. Very disruptive on the ball with his defensive ball pressure.
Stroud uses the left hand, and he'll go to the line. He had a really good and productive first half, and he's going to have to keep it going here in the second.
Stroud 4 for 4 in the first half, including 1 3-pointer. But they're going to have more action with each other. It's the synergistic style of play that Grambling is playing with that has allowed them to have the clean looks. The baskets on the other end for Texas Southern have been done in ISO situations and just individual plays, particularly at the end of the shot clock. They're going to have to move the ball around from side to side in the half-court set better screens, read the defense better, and make the adjustments to create some clean and open looks.
Stroud leads Texas Southern. He's got 14. Here's Jordan Smith to Moten. They work it around the perimeter. Burnett misses that 3.
Still open looks once again for Grambling. Burnett just not able to knock that one down. Texas Southern, when they're coming off those ball screens defensively.
And that's what they need is Jonathan Cece. Count the bucket in 1.
Cece just taking that one into his own hands as he was able to get the defender on his hip, driving with the left hand. Crossover right to left, going downhill, getting a little bit of the contact onto the glass for the and 1. It's good to see the individual effort plays, but as the game goes on and those blows start to surmount and the physicality and fatigue sets in, you have to trust your teammates and play with each other. When you play with each other and move the ball, you can get easier shots, and then you're able to, in the money time, rise up on the one-to-one plays and take your team over the top.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Dozier drops it off for Aku, who drops it in the rim.
Wow. Dozier with the beautiful pass on the deck, and Aku with the hammer.
Stolen by Moten. He lays it in.
Tremendous effort by Moten. Just a run through. Took the ball from him and took it to the other end.
That 3 no good. Stroud the board, and he banks it home.
Stroud trying to get some juice into this team. Extra effort on the offensive rebound, taking his time, avoiding the shot blocker for the putback.
Moten. Smith for 3. No good. And here comes Stroud. Wide open 3 is offline. And it will stay with Texas Southern.
Once again, the pinpoint passes from Grambling. Dozier dropping it on the deck, and Aku going up top. That's what you call when you dribble the baseline and the big shapes up the middle of the paint.
Carter wasn't ready for it, but Dozier in. He dunks it home. Wow.
Kentavious Dozier going to the top shelf.
There's a reach-in on Grambling.
The defensive effort. You play to the point of the foul, but at the same time, when you turn defense into offense, it's Dozier throwing down the hammer.
Henry comes, sets the screen for Cece.
Grambling back again, icing those pick and rolls, not allowing Texas Southern to get to the middle of the court.
Stroud way off. They'll call that foul on Kenny Hunter. Michael Moten to walk it up.
Still a lot of time left in this game, but if I'm Texas Southern, the pressure has to pick up defensively.
Alley-oop to Jordan Smith.
The possession for Grambling was run way too easy, not too much pressure. They almost were able to pinpoint an alley-oop. A little bit of a miscommunication as two players were going for it, Aku and Smith. But the execution in which that they were running that, the pressure has to be far more intense if you're Texas Southern. For a championship game to play going to the NCAA tournament, you find yourself down 17. You have to pick it up to try to get back into this game quickly.
Grayson Carter lays it in for Texas Southern. Lead is 16 or 15, 16 minutes to play. Smith thought about the three. Antoine Burnett drives the baseline. They work it around. Burnett, no. Smith, the offensive board. And Jordan Smith scores.
Tremendous effort right there by Jordan Smith. Wow. On the boards, rebounding out of his area, keeping the ball alive, and then finishing in traffic.
Stroud tried to draw a foul. And it's the Grambling State Tigers up 17.
It's been Grambling all night long, not just with the execution, but the extra effort. And then Jordan Smith splitting the double team in the easy lay. Jordan Smith, who's been on a tear, coming in the first two games of the conference tournament, only 15 points combined, but tonight 18 big ones when you need them the most. 3 for 4 from shooting from the three-point lane, and he's been taking it in and finishing with beautiful baskets, but it's not just the physical play, it's the effort, energy. Jordan Smith, big reason why the Grambling Tigers are surging and trying to get another, well, actually, a first conference title.
Yeah, their three is good. Xavier Ball. The Lamar transfer comes in. Knocks down the three. Lead now 14 as we hit the 15-minute mark left in this game.
And that's a huge play for Texas Southern. The ATO, or after timeout, to knock down a clean look from three, to chip away at the lead of Grambling.
Jordan Smith misses that shot. In the lane, little runner by P.J. Henry's no good. Loose ball, and it's Moten who comes up with it.
Grambling quicker to the ball.
And he'll draw the foul.
The players of Texas Southern not in agreement with the foul call as Moten tried to Euro step through. A good foul call with the officials, as they said it was not a shooting foul. And a baseline out of bounds opportunity for Grambling.
Jalen Weisinger will check in for Texas Southern. You see what Tramichael Moten has done. He is like the engine that runs this team. Just 2 points tonight.
Well, don't let the 2 points fool you, as the 6 assists that he have been impactful in this ball game. He's done a tremendous job of setting the tone for this team offensively, but defensively, the only 2 points that he had was on a big run-through steal that he had, setting the defensive tone. And in championship-level games, it's not just your point production, it's being motivated and understanding the situation at all times.
Oh, look at that pass. Aku. Good touch pass by Jordan Smith to Aku.
And that was all initiated with the no-look by Moten.
Yeah.
He didn't take the screen roll action. He looked into the short corner. And no-look, he looked off Aku, looked to the short corner, dimed him, and then the extra pass to Aku. Just not coming up with the play, but that would have been a beautiful highlight play that coaches will be highlighting in a film session of the unselfish play.
We'll cap off championship week tomorrow. 2 more championship games on ESPN and the app. SEC title game at 1 Eastern, noon Central. That's Florida and Auburn. Then you've got the final automatic tourney ticket will be punched with the winner of the American Championship game between Temple and UAB.
UAB back in the championship game. Andy Kennedy has his team playing high-level basketball in the American Conference, poised to get back to the NCAA tournament, where they have had some history of making a lot of noise.
Corner 3, no good by Texas Southern. Here's Burnett to Jordan Smith. Moten drives. Tried to go up under. P.J. Henry lost it. And then he grabs Dozier. That'll be intentional.
And that's a big call, as the clear path call will be called. A good job of officiating. But it's one of those, if you're actually Grambling, you want to know, can I just get the easy 2?
They'll call it a flagrant 1. And the intentional foul.
It's one of those that you want to see if maybe the strategy might have paid off for Texas Southern. You get an intentional foul that was going to be an easy layup, but now he's got to shoot for 2 and earn it. Rattles the first one home.
Dozier knocks them both down, and they'll keep possession of the basketball.
An intentional foul, flagrant 1 that can be heavy consequences for Texas Southern, which was going to be an easy 2-pointer. Now an opportunity that they can extend this to not only 2 points on this possession, but potentially 5 points.
Here's Moten. Jordan Smith.
My goodness.
Looking more like Air Jordan.
Goodness.
The way he took off.
Did you see that? Jordan Smith, he's been shooting the tray ball, finesse layups, but this time gets the rock and says, I'm going to go through you to the rim.
Xavier Ball took the charge. And he's trying to ask for a flagrant he wants.
Wow. And looked over him, and the Grambling bench is marveling at the highlights, potential highlights on the Jumbotron. That attempted dunk of Jordan Smith.
A couple of technicals called. So the technical call on Jordan Smith for standing over Xavier Ball.
It's a championship level game. It's been a little bit of jawing all night long. And it's the energy and the emotions that you have. You have so much on the line. You're in a one-bid league. You compete all season long. You understand how important it is to be playing your best basketball at this time of the season. You have two teams that are hitting their stride, and here you are with a chance with 12 minutes and 59 seconds to go to punch your ticket to the NCAA tournament. Sometimes emotions get a little bit high and testy, but a lot of times it's just competition.
Jordan Smith knocked down both free throws. He's got 20. His season high is 21. His career high, 24. Xavier Ball had it, lost it. Texas Southern got it back. Driving, scoring, Zaire Hayes.
Zaire Hayes with a nice move to elude the defense and get one to drop. And they needed that one in a big way, as it was looking like it was going to be an easy steal for Grambling and headed the other way. Good ball pressure by Jalen Weisinger.
Moten to Smith, the three, no. Rebound Texas Southern. 12 minutes left in this game. Oh, he got his pocket picked by Moten. And he's gonna go to the line, foul by Xavier Ball.
First, he's just gonna run out of the building. Moten chased down after the steal. Where did he go? Well, I know exactly where he is. He's right here at the SWAC championship in Birmingham, Alabama, and he's got his Grambling Tiger team in the lead.
They're reviewing this last play as Moten went up and Xavier Ball, and you know, usually when you get to that head and neck area is when they call maybe a flagrant. But that's what they're looking at here, and they're still taking a look at it. And I think they've made a determination here is all three of these referees are going to sit and discuss it at center court as Lucas Santos, Bharat Ramanan, and Sean Seals. And they're going to call it a common foul.
And that's a good job by this officiating crew to call that a common foul. As Moten will go to the line to shoot for two. You know, in a championship level game, there's going to be competition. There's going to be some blows that are going to be seem a little bit excessive and physical. But a good job by this officiating crew to understand the magnitude of the game in the moment and not elevate that up to another level of foul in which that could cost teams moving forward as they're competing.
Moten missed them both badly. And if you're Texas Southern, you got to think, if I can get this lead to at least 10 or under double figures by the 10-minute mark, we're in business.
Absolutely, chipping away at it. But as Moten, as he did miss those two free throws, you have to wonder, you see a little bit of a bandage on his right hand, if it had any type of impact on his ability to make that play.
Ball knocked away from CC, and they'll stay with Texas Southern.
It's a tremendous effort there by Mikael Stevenson all game long. Grambling has had the extra effort, as you can see, the bandage on Moten's hand. It played a factor in him not being able to knock down those shots. And finds his point as the leading scorer on his team with only 2 points in this game, but finding so many other ways to be effective with his playmaking ability and his leadership and defense. But Grambling has won all the 50-50 balls. They've hustled and gotten on the ground. They've gotten back-tip steals, out-of-area rebounds. This is the point with 11 minutes to go in the game. If you're Texas Southern, you have to pick up your level of play in competition and cannot allow anything to be done easily by Grambling.
Here's Antoine Burnett. Bullied his way into the paint and banks it home.
He did just that. As Burnett had missed a few shots earlier on wide open look. Maybe this one the highest degree of difficulty. Really good defense, but he was able to muscle it home off the glass.
CC Euro stepping.
Crafty move by CC. Jonathan CC getting to the paint. Elevating that ball over the hands of the defender and drawing a foul.
Well, we've got you covered on Selection Sunday. Starts at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. Sports Center on ESPN. You got Reese, the college basketball crew. They're going to look at the men's field of 68 as the brackets are announced, followed by bracketology. And then at 8, the women's field of 68 is revealed with bracketology as well and a complete breakdown. We got a break. 10:27 left in this game. Grambling up 15 on Texas Southern. SWAC tournament title game. Grambling up 15. Why is it surprising? Well, because in 2021, it was Texas Southern who won this tournament championship. And in 2022, it was Texas Southern who won this tournament championship. And last season, yes, it was Texas Southern who won this tournament championship game. In fact, coming into this game, they're the favorite, even though they're the 3 seed, favored to win this game, find themselves down 15. Here to Grambling, who has never won the tournament, but have had a couple of regular seasons.
The regular season has been extended for Dante Jackson's team today. Johnny Jones usually having the magic in the postseason at the SWAC tournament. But it's the Grambling Tigers who are in control.
Weisinger to Stroud, open for 3, missed it. Just has not dropped. Texas Southern has been basically 3 minutes since they scored a bucket.
It's the way they score them. You know, the distribution, the ball movement around the court. You never know who's going to get it. They do an outstanding job spacing you out, picking you apart, and reading the situation. On the flip side, it's been a lot of individual ball for Texas Southern, but mainly because of the defense of Grambling. When they're icing those middle pick and rolls, not allowing Texas Southern to get into their offense, it causes some problems, and so they'll have to make some adjustments. 15-point deficit, still a lot of time in this game. It feels like Grambling is up by far more than 15.
Right.
But with the amount of time in this game, if you're Texas Southern, you have to piece together stops and run some quality possessions and start to chip away.
At some point, you got to say this is go time. Here's CC. And that's how you do it.
It's a tough move right there by Jonathan CC. Shifty, crossing his man over, spin move, and jumping in the press.
Yeah, they get the press and the steal. They're going to ask for a review. They want Texas Southern wanted an intentional foul on Moten. I think the referees are going to take a look at it.
You know, this could be a potential turning point in this ball game, as the officials are going to look to review this one and sort this one out after the extracurricular. But for Texas Southern, jumping into full court pressure, coming up with the strip, and getting an opportunity to get easy two. But a little physicality on that. As both players,
Chris Craig and Moten getting tied up here. And he's saying, yeah, you can see Chris Craig is saying, hey, look, Moten dove at my legs.
and Moten's feeling as if Chris Craig might have had the first blow when he swiped down right here looking for the jump ball, comes down on top of Moten. Moten takes the knees out and then on top of him.
And they're gonna call a common foul on Moten. They want to take another look at it.
Definitely a lot of physicality on that play.
Keep in mind, Moten was the guy who had that layup on the opposite end where they had the foul on Xavier Ball. And it was Moten who thought it was intentional. He got hit in the head, but they called it a common foul.
And missed the 2 free throws, which started a little bit of this run here. But it's the effort as Texas Southern is jumping into the pressure. Chris Craig, the heart and soul, emotional leader of this team, and known as the Junkyard Dog. Not surprising to see him in the mix of getting the deflection as they've started to turn up the pace in the defensive pressure to try to get back into this game. 8 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the ball game, and a 13-point ball game could be a potential turning point for Texas Southern if the decision goes in their favor to execute now with the foul and the ball and cut into the lead.
They're going to have a discussion now, all three, again at center court. There's another look.
Jumping for the jump ball. Craig might have get some a little bit on the body, and Moten.
Look about that.
Craig.
Yeah, a little push down by Craig. And then Moten rolls into the legs.
And then the last part of Craig landing on top of Moten. A lot to sort out there right there.
A lot to get through here.
You know, the question is, who is the one that committed the first offense? You know, oftentimes you get caught from the second guy, and I think this is a situation that when you look at it, it appeared as if the second guy was Moten, but they're going to have to sort this one out to figure out.
Here's Sean Seals, you tell us. So there you go, common foul. They got a common foul on Moten, but then a flagrant, as we just pointed out, there on Texas Southern on Chris Craig for the push down. And as you point out, it's always the second.
It's always the second.
It's always the second.
The
second action that gets you.
And I do think the officials, when they were able to slow this down from different angles, did a tremendous job by this film cube and getting this footage. But the second job there by Chris Craig that didn't seem to be viewed, the original foul on Moten that you thought was just the common foul, but as they were able to slow it down, the second foul by Chris Craig coming through with the
chop.
Yeah, the chop. You know, the question is, what's the call for foul number 3 and 4? The knee takeout and then the you got a knee takeout.
Yeah, we had a little bit more going
and then
in
you
there.
got the, what's that, a power bomb or something? You do a belly flop on top of them.
So both of these guys are going to shoot.
I don't know if in all my years of being around the game, I don't know if I've ever seen 4 fouls committed on one play away from the ball that results in free throws for both teams.
Both teams. Here's Craig. Knocks them both down. it's Moulton's turn.
Moulton to the line last time. An opportunity. I mentioned bandaged on hand. Seems to have made the adjustment. The leading scorer in conference play.
One of two.
And Grambling, understanding that Texas Southern is now jumping in pressure, it's going to be very important to organize your press breakers, sideline out of bounds situations. You have to want to meet the ball. This has been a game that you've been in control all game long, but the tables can tilt really quickly when the pressure is applied. You have to be connected if you're Grambling to make sure you want the ball, meet passes, and try not to turn it over.
8:50 to play. Mumford to Dozier. Moulton has it. He'll reset the offense. Coach Jackson barks out the play. Moulton pulls it. Too strong. Grambling nearly had it. Scramble for it. Oh, and someone just took an elbow.
Wow, it's the effort by Texas Southern, but the 50-50 balls once again by Grambling coming up with that one, but not quitting, joining the fight. Is Texas Southern trapping them at midcourt, coming up with another turnover to try to get back in this SWAC championship game.
And Contavious Dozier get a little too physical when he grabbed that basketball. Let's take a look. They're going to review it. Oh, yeah.
Trapped in the corner.
Back to the review table. We'll be back. It's Champ Week. Took another look at the play right before we went to break. Scramble for the loose ball. And it was Contavious Dozier who came up with it for Grambling. But did he throw an elbow right there? Man. Right at the jaw.
Getting a little
at Chris Craig.
Getting a little scrappy here in the SWAC championship game. Dozier getting trapped around midcourt. Officials having to sort this one out. It did seem to appear that he did seem to swing some elbows to free himself up.
They've made a decision. Here's Sean Seals to talk to us.
So we got a foul again on Red. Back to the situation. Two teams shooting free throws, but a flagrant one for the elbow thrown by Dozier to the head or neck area. So once again, both teams back to the free throw line. And Chris Craig trying, how is it me again?
Yeah, he can't believe that he even got called for a foul. It's a common foul on me. What did I do? So Dozier, who threw the elbows, will go to the line because of the common foul. The reach in by Chris Craig.
Free throws will become critical, because there seems to be a little bit of misunderstanding as Texas Southern, Hetty looking, saying that this should have been a 1-and-1. As that is actually over 10 fouls for Texas Southern, so they are in the double bonus. He will get another free throw. Dozier to the line.
And he missed them both.
Missed them both.
And now Texas Southern will get the shoot because of the elbow.
The original foul, Chris Craig in retaliation with the elbow, which is a flagrant run, a flagrant one, which is unnecessary or excessive penalty being 2 shots in the ball.
Craig knocks them both down. Now the lead is just 10. Keep in mind, Grambling has held a double-digit lead since 8-11 in the first half, when it was 28-18.
This is what championship-level basketball is about. The ebbs and flows of the game. Head coach Dante Jackson wants to get things talked over with his team. But this one seems like it's being poised for another finish between these two teams in the SWAC.
It is the SWAC championship title game. Grambling up 10, but it's Texas Southern who's been creeping and chipping away, and you get the sense that momentum is moving a little bit towards the 3-time SWAC tournament title champion.
And it all started when they started to pick up the defensive pressure, particularly in the full court. Now allowing Grambling to get in there to half-court sets and pick them apart. They've been able to change the tempo around, turning some defense into offense and finding some rhythm from it.
And they throw it away.
Not the possession that Texas Southern needs coming after the timeout. They've done a pretty good job of getting the ball moved around, getting quality shots, but only one person touching the ball on that possession.
And another reach-in.
Chris Craig a little too aggressive. As we mentioned, members of the staff of Texas Southern referred to him as the junkyard dog. He plays with so much passion, do it all defensively, can rebound, gets in there and guards all 5 players, can get steals, but a little too aggressive there as they jumped into the full court run and jump, press and trap. But Dozier
keeping a minute by missing the free throw.
Yes, they are. 13 of 22 in the game for Grambling. On the free throw line.
Dozier just 3 of 7 tonight. Missed the other one. They've missed 4 straight. Wild shot by Weisinger.
Really good verticality by Aku on that contest. Not fouling, jumping straight up, forcing the miss.
Burnett dives and scores.
Beautiful pinpointed pass there by Smith, and Burnett with the soft hands catching that in traffic and finishing.
Burnett now in double figures with 10. Here's CC. Step back 3. Got it.
Tough basket right there by CC. Taking the game into his own hands. Isolation basketball. Give it to him up top. Going to work.
11-3 run by Texas Southern over the last 3:45.
Good poise there by Dozier on that last possession by Grambling. And on the other end, getting it in the high-low action with the soft hands. Burnett finishing that one. Isolation basketball. CC, step you back. Thank you.
Talked about consistent scoring. Grambling now with 4 guys in double figures.
As they average in conference play. It's a moment if you're Grambling, you want to keep your defensive pressure on. Understand, make things uncomfortable for Texas Southern. Don't play back on your heels. They're forcing you to play much faster. Return the favor.
Stroud. No. Hunter. Yes.
Huge basket by Kenny Hunter, just taking the ball away. putting it back and jumping at the head of the press.
11-point lead. Smith, the Aku, he pulls it out.
Aku seemed to have an easy basket. He could have tried to contest that one-on-one, but pulled it back out. Not a bad decision. As Grambling State has been executing very well in the half-court set.
Here's Moten. To Hunter. Open three, no.
Several times this game, Burnett has had wide open looks for three-pointers and not able to knock them down. He's 2 for 7 from 3. But from 2, much higher percentage. You shade that one down and step into your range.
How about this crossover behind the back? Oh, my. Oh, that'll break ankle.
And it did.
Oh, my.
Goodness.
That was an ankle breaker, literally. From the handles by Moten on the string. Lead is 11. Weisinger. The jumper. Good. Kenny Hunter.
Kenny Hunter stepping up. He's hit a couple of those 15-foot jumpers. Jumping at the top of the press. Putbacks on the previous possession. Trying to keep Texas Southern in this game.
Well, for the first time in a long time, just the first half, it is under double digits. It's single-digit lead for Grambling.
And a lot of time left in this game. Have to string together multiple stops on the defensive end.
Good cut and land. Wow, what a pass.
Tremendous execution at the end of the shot clock by Grambling. Moten diming that with one hand.
Cale Stevenson finishing. Here's Stroud. Skip pass. Triple way off. Xavier Ball missed badly with that three. Moten used some time. Up 11.
They have more pressure on.
Moten from the baseline, high, and the teardrop falls.
The leading scorer for this team. You can't allow him to have so much space to operate and be free. Have an opportunity to cut into this league. Defensive pressure has to be applied at all times.
CC, he'll pull up. Too strong.
Good defense there by Stevenson as CC was off the mark. But making him work, got into his step-back game.
.13-point lead. Grambling looking for their first ever SWAC tournament title win. Jordan Smith spin. Did he travel? He did.
Grambling has been able to take on this surge of Texas Southern. The execution once again in the half-court set. The beautiful one-hand dime to Stevenson from Moten keeps the lead for Grambling.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Principal. Let's build a retirement benefits plan that works for your team. Earlier this evening, Jackson State, the women, won the SWAC championship. They're headed back to the NCAA tournament. Congratulations to Coach Tamika Reed. You know, she was the SWAC Coach of the Year, third straight season. She's won that, and they have now conquered the third conference title in 4 years. You want to call her the queen of the SWAC.
Absolutely dominance that she has running her program at a high level, not just in the SWAC play, but in the non-conference as well.
Absolutely. CC drives, he gets it.
Some tough buckets by Jonathan CC, trying to put this Texas Southern team on his back to get him back in range to make a push with 3:17 to go in this one, with the beautiful drive taking on the contact and finding the bottom of the cup.
CC's got 16. He and Stroud, the only two Texas Southern players in double figures. He's got 17 now. Lead is 10. 3 minutes basically to play here for the conference title and a trip to the NCAA tournament.
Fortunate to get out of that trap. Texas Southern had Grambling stuck in the corner. A really good job with their middle screen roll action and replace.
Here's Jordan Smith with 3. Moten floating, scoring for 3.
Wow. The leading score, and that one might be the shot that makes it happen for Grambling.
Moten with 8. CC drops it off for Craig. That shot rejected.
It's been the effort all night long for Grambling, not just on the first effort, but the second and the third. But it's the offensive individual effort, the extra passes, and Moten stepping up in the clutch with the potential dagger tray.
Here's CC, fades back and knocks it down.
Wow, high degree of difficulty baskets by Jonathan CC. In his bag, trying to keep the Texas Southern Tigers in this game in the SWAC championship.
This isn't Charmin. No wonder I don't feel as clean.
Here's Charmin Ultra Strong.
Ah, my bottom's been saved.
With its diamond weave texture, Charmin Ultra Strong cleans better with fewer sheets and less effort. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Shizuru?
Kazuki,
Could this
be a date? I love
McDonald's sauce?
and you, Kazuki.
I love you too! Try new savory chili McDonald's sauce, only at McDonald's.
11-point lead for Grambling over Texas Southern. And for Grambling, listen, they're trying to win the SWAC tournament for the first time ever.
And you talk about a tremendous achievement, and the first time ever in the SWAC to get to the NCAA tournament. But this is a team that actually won a national tournament and the only national title that's ever been won in the state of Louisiana men's basketball history when Willis Reed was on the roster.
Yeah, NAIA National Championship.
NAIA National Championship.
Yeah. Trying to win the SWAC title for the first time. Trying to clinch a berth in the NCAA tournament for the first time in program history. Meanwhile, that man has done it 3 straight years here at Texas Southern.
Beautiful execution on the press breaker. Head up.
You see Coach Jackson call a timeout. Georgia Smith got trapped.
Great coaching by Dante Jackson, saving his team in the moment, understanding, getting trapped in the corner. You have to be a helper to your team in those critical situations. That they did a really good job of breaking the press breaker, getting it over to the front court, but trapped. Get a chance to talk things over because the trap will continue to be on once they have to inbound it on the half-court set.
You remember when we talked, I don't know, about a good 8 minutes ago, we were like, well, you know, Moten only had like 2 points. You said, well, he's had 6 assists. But boy, he's certainly come up with some big buckets here lately.
Oh, and so savvy with it. And you can see the confidence in his face. It just exudes that he gives it off to himself and to the rest of the teammates. But the big buckets, the floater over top of the 2, the extra pass, the step to the side, fade away tray at the end of the shot clock. You see why Moten has stepped up in the money time, putting the team on his back. Michael Moten.
8 points, 7 assists for Moten. Grambling will back it back out. Now 2 minutes left in this game. 2 minutes. From a SWAC championship, Moten the floater, no good. Tip, and it'll stay with Grambling.
Another 50-50 ball, and the officials are going to want to look this one over. Another review.
Another review.
Well, these are one of those things for me personally. The reviews in the college game have become something that you're doing within under 2 minutes, and it's oftentimes necessary, but at the same time, it stops the flow of the game. And within it, teams are rewarded with a free timeout. I think an adjustment, if I was on the rules committee, to talk about what could be done to keeping the game back in flow, is not to allow the teams to go stand with their coaches, to get instruction as a free timeout. You see too often in the game that the reviews take place, you get to make adjustments, use the timeouts that you have that are allotted to both teams, as opposed to this that you get from the gamesmanship of the review moments.
Under 2 minutes. 11-point lead for Grambling. Five now on the shot clock. Inside the Aku. No, got it back. And he's tied up by Hunter. And they call jump ball.
Aku active on the offensive glass as he was not able to knock down the jump hook. Tied up. That's one of these where there's been so many fouls calls that you don't know if they're upgraded to flagrant ones. 2 people getting in. We're going to call a jump ball on this one and let that one go.
90 seconds away is what Grambling is from their first ever SWAC championship and birth in the NCAA tournament.
I like that Stevenson is putting the pressure on full out, all out deny on Jonathan Cece. He's got the matchup.
Lead is 9.
So it looked like the shot clock was down on 23 seconds running before the ball was even inbounded.
Moten threw it away.
And that was one that you could see brewing. But on the defensive end, as CC has been able to get a lot of buckets, it's Mikael Stevenson who's driving this action as we look at the turnover for Grambling. He's been face guarding CC all around the court, not allowing him to get a touch, disregarding his help side responsibilities, shadowing him wherever he is.
CC's got it now. Gets in the lane and scores again.
No answer. Really good effort by Stevenson trying to get on CC.
He's got 21. Under a minute.
A 7-point ball game at some point. There's a trap.
There's a trap. And a reach in.
I think Texas Southern was looking to go for the tie-up rather than the foul.
So that's going to do it for Chris Craig, the senior. He will have a seat. Zaire Hayes to check in for him. This is basically the closest that Texas Southern has been since, what, 9 minutes in the first half. Burnett knocks both of them down. Weisinger. Boy, you gotta get a shot up. Burning a lot of clock. Gets the roll is Zaire Hayes.
You got to get in foul mode if you are Texas Southern. You have to get into foul mode.
Get it to Burnett. There's the foul.
Allow 3 to 4 more seconds to roll off that clock before they decided to foul. Nonetheless, the Grambling faithful are starting to sense it.
Yes.
That the drought may be over.
They're starting to sense that they have made some history. Talk to the winning coach as Burnett knocks them both down. CC to Stroud. Three's no good.
Jordan Smith with the foul, and the coaching staff of Grambling looking at him like the celebration has to wait a little bit longer because you're fouling. But Dante Jackson knows what's at stake.
Yeah, the Grambling stayed faithful. Starting to celebrate, as they should. That will do it. Nine-point victory. And for the first time ever, Grambling State has won the SWAC and has clinched the ticket to the NCAA tournament.
Tremendous victory by the Grambling Tigers, executed in the half-court set all night long, and the defense was tenacious. The first trip to the big dance.
They came into this game 0 of 46. When it came to the SWAC tournament, and they win it for the first time in program history. And Dante Jackson, second straight year, SWAC Coach of the Year. What a season it's been for him. Recorded his 100th victory as head coach of Grambling this season. He's second all-time on the wins list behind the legendary coach, Frederick Hobbie. And now he's a SWAC champion and has taken this program to the NCAA tournament. An emotional guy, and he's got a lot of reason to be. What a special season it's been for Grambling.
It's been a great season for Grambling, and head coach Dante Jackson, a winner his entire career on every stop that he has. But the conference championship has eluded him, but no longer. Now he has a seat at the top. The three-time SWAC Conference Coach of the Year can now add tournament champion to his resume.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic. And this guy here has won in 3 straight years, and their reign comes to an end. Johnny Jones, what a job he's done at Texas Southern, as their season will end tonight.
Tremendous coach, done an outstanding job, as you mentioned, particularly in the tournament time. But tonight, it was the night of the Tigers, the Grambling Tigers.
Led by Jordan Smith, who had 20. Antoine Burnett had 14. Aku had 12. 4 guys in double figures.
Tremendous all-around performance by Grambling. Defensively, offensively, the hustle for the 50-50 balls. Holding Texas Southern to 18% shooting from the three-point line. Outstanding job.
Well, the SWAC Coach of the Year, and now the SWAC Championship Coach joins us now. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
You know, Coach, it's interesting as Dante Jackson joins us. We were talking at shoot-around, and I said, man, I can't believe Grambling's never won the SWAC. You said, we will tonight.
We will.
Tell me, why were you so confident?
We was here last year, man, and I had 5 seniors over there that was super disappointing. And just having them back and just them be understanding what it meant, you know, just for history to be made, man, what an occasion, man. I tell you, George Smith, man, Michael Moulton, John Aku, Terrence Lewis, Hyde Munford, them dudes been part of the program 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They knew it was on line. You can never get this back. So you got to seize the moment. So, proud of my guys.
Coach, you've been a winner on every stop you've been. Talking about Stillman College, Central State, Grambling in the regular season, but the conference title in the SWAC has eluded you. How does it feel now to have that and to share it with this group on this floor?
Incredible, man. Like, man, you know, this is just about all the assistant coaches who came with me, helped me throughout this journey, all the players that have been there. Man, you know, at Central State, I learned how to call the wrong timeout. I learned how to call the wrong timeout. Stillman, I got better and got better here at Grambling, man. So I just appreciate everybody that's been part of this journey with me, man. It's been an amazing journey. It's an amazing journey, man. And I'm just so happy for Gram fam right now to do something that ain't never been done and just make sure that, you know, like we finally in the history books. People can't say nothing about us not making the tournament no more. Man, you can talk about something else. Find something else to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. How can you size up this season? It's been a remarkable season for you. You win Coach of the Year, back-to-back years you've done that. You get your 100th victory at Grambling this season. You're now second in all-time wins behind that legendary Coach Frederick Hobby, and now you clinch a SWAC championship. You, for the first time, take this program to the NCAA tournament. How would you size up this season for you?
Man, it's surreal. It's unreal. Like, I mean, I'm just a boy from Milwaukee, Wisconsin for the projects, man. Like, I wasn't supposed to be here. So I'm just happy. I'm just amazed. I mean, I'm just, you know, just right now, I'm floored right now. I'm kind of lost for words that it's happening. So, man, you work hard for these moments. Like, man, we started this back in August. Took a 4-2 to Puerto Rico. Man, this is just an amazing time right now, just for it to all culminate to this moment. So, just happy right now.
Well, we can say SWAC champions and now a member of the NCAA tournament. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Going dancing, Coach.
You're going dancing. That means we going dancing.
Yes, you are.
Woo! Thank you.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
What a job Dante Jackson has done for Grambling as he leads them to a SWAC championship for the first time and to the NCAA tournament for the first time in program history as they knock off the three-time defending champion Texas Southern 75-66.
And they did it in outstanding fashion. They executed from the offensive end and the defensive end and played tenacious defense, fighting for every possession. This is the SWAC champion, and they deserve to be so.
For Richard Hendricks, I'm Brian Custer. History made. Grambling, SWAC champions for the first time in program history.